Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Journey to Legacy. My name is Yolandria Tisdale, and this is my very first video on my new YouTube channel, so I am very excited about that. And I started this channel because I wanted to share with everyone else something special that I've discovered in my house, for my family, for my son. And I really felt like others would resonate with this and they would want to learn more about this and see how they can duplicate this in their homes for their sons, and hopefully every son will have it and we will just see the benefits of having all these great young men in the world 20 years from now. So I'm excited to step into that and excited to play a part in that and excited to teach what I have discovered, and hopefully you will subscribe and join me for the journey to legacy for our boys, our sons. So about a year and a half ago, my son was turning 15, and maybe about 3 months before his birthday, I just wanted to do something more. I just felt like there was something that was missing. I felt like he was, he's coming from a good family. He has good values. He makes good choices. He's a really good kid. He has support. So it wasn't any of maybe the bigger things, but I just started recognizing that this boy who used to be shorter than me is now taller than me, and he is literally becoming a man right before my very eyes. And so there was something in that transition that just felt urgent and felt, oh, there needs to be something more, something special around this birthday, around this transition. And so I realized quickly that, it wasn't about beating myself up. It wasn't about being a bad parent or something that I was not doing. But it was really about the transition that he was going through and me wanting to make sure that he wasn't missing anything in this transition, and then me also embracing and learning that as a mom, I can influence this transition as he becomes a man. I can structure some of it, and that's kind of what landed me here today. And so I didn't feel like my son was broken, but I felt like there was a transition that was happening and he was missing kind of bridges in between those transitions. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. When kids are in school, school gives them skills. I feel like when he's at home, we teach values and we do that, but I just kind of felt like there's a missing part in between there. And actually, I just thought about this. So recently I heard someone say that adolescence is being extended. And that is like the perfect statement for what I was feeling about a year and a half ago, is that in today's culture, all of the milestones, all of the initiations are kind of gone. There aren't many milestones that kids have to have, maybe getting their license, getting their high school diploma, things of that nature. But other than that, what milestones do, in particular, boys have in our American culture today? Really, does it have to be that way? And so that's kind of what was going through my head. And so I will get to a little later what I did, but I didn't want my son to be in that extension. I didn't want him to feel like he was stuck. I didn't want him to feel like he was in a man's body, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, he wasn't quite there yet. And so those were some of the unspoken things going on in my head. Those were some of the things in my heart. Those are some of the things that I pray about. And so I just had to figure out, okay, what do I do with all this? I discovered is that what's actually missing is a marked transition or a marked moment where we look at our boys and we make sure that they are seen. We make sure that they understand that we know they're going through a transition, and we welcome it, we embrace it, to capture that marked transition and give him a moment that says, we understand that you're growing, we understand that you're becoming a man, and we see you. When I kind of captured that, I understood that it wasn't about fixing my son. It wasn't about making him something that he's not. It was really about creating moments of meaning um, for my teenage son, who is very quickly becoming a man. I knew that it wasn't too late, and so I wanted to figure out what I can do about it. So I hope that you will join me again to learn more about exactly what I did. But until then, I would love to hear from you. Would love for you to place in the comments section below, what challenge do you feel your son is facing right now? And so what I would love to happen is that there is a community that is created within this journey to legacy, so that we can learn from each other, so that we can see each other's stories, so we can know that we are not alone, and that we're all going through a similar journey, just probably at different times. And maybe it looks differently for every family, but at the core of it all, every boy is going through a transition, and we as moms have the power to help them in that transition. So I hope you will continue to join me again next time. Talk to you soon. Bye.